Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel NetSec. Today we are going to continue to deploy our Guacamole with Cloudflare Tunnel, but this time we're going to use DB authentication. Previously I had a video explaining to you how to deploy Guacamole using manual way to install Tomcat, to install Guacamole front end, back end. We are using user mapping.xml file to do the authentication. Guacamole supported database authentication. Of course, they supported MySQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, SQL Server. There's a very detailed documentation to show you how to install MySQL database and then how to get it set up with Guacamole. I'm gonna do different. I'm gonna use a remote MySQL DB. Since this MySQL DB only save users information, configure information, very minor, not that heavy to be used. The latency is not big issue here, which is not affecting how you use in the Guacamole. So I'm going to decide using the free MySQL DB from Aiven.io, and then we're gonna connect into it. All other settings are same as before. As you can see, the reason why we need to use Guacamole DB authentication, this is the one I set up before using DB authentication. You can see much more menus here. There's a lot of benefits to using DB authentication. Scalability, you can support it a much larger deployment, connections, also dynamic updates. You can edit your settings without you start the service. Also, you will get this web-based management, some advanced features and the integrations. So you can see those advantages here. For this video, I'm gonna show you how to set up this free MySQL DB in the cloud and how you can connect to it. So now let's jump into it. Again, this is our topology. We are not using local MySQL. This will be a different topic. We're gonna install MySQL on local, but for this video, I'm gonna using this free MySQL DB. You will get 1 gig RAM, 1 virtual CPU, 1 gig storage for this free DB, which is more than enough for your lab setup. And we have our Guacamole set up on local 192.168.2.132. Cloudflare Tunnel gave us connection from anywhere in the world, as long as you have internet connection. All those setup has been put into my blog post. So you will see this Aiven.io, this section to show you some screenshot how you can set it up. Now let's create our free database. You will be able to create your free account. I already have one. The registration is very straightforward. After you log in, you probably want to create your new project. I will create a project for my Guacamole. Now you need to create that new service. There's quite a few database or applications you can create it. There's a PostgreSQL and MySQL, both supported by Guacamole. This time I'm going to use MySQL for demonstrating. Give a name, then you need to select the plan type. Of course, we're going to use in a free plan. We will get a free managed MySQL service. I'm going to choose North America since I'm in Canada. You get a free one, 1 GB, 1 CPU, 1 gig RAM, 1 GB storage, and there's backups for disaster recovery. Monthly price, free. Create it. You will need those information. You don't need to write it down. Anytime you can come back and then you can copy paste your username, password. The port number, it's important. You will not get standard port. but that's okay. Guacamole is supported using custom port. This is your host name. Add that standard username, and then you will get your password, which you can copy or show it out. We can skip the next step. You can add your inbound IP, just restrict the people who can access to your MySQL service. I'm gonna skip that, finish setup. So that's pretty much for creating your new MySQL instance in the cloud, free to use, 1 gig RAM, 1 virtual CPU, 1 GB storage. More than enough for our Guacamole lab. After 1 or 2 minutes waiting, your database should be available for you to use. The version is 8.0.35. It's in a running status. You get all your host, port, username, password for your access to your MySQL DB. You can go back to my blog post to see all the commands. Basically, you need to create your Guacamole database and the database users in this new database instance. So now let's do it. I already have a connection to it. I'm using PowerShell SSH command to log in. The first thing, you may want to install a MySQL client. MySQL client allows us to use MySQL connections to log into our database, to create a database, tables, and users. So this is command using MySQL to connect into the host port 22824 with username avn admin. Then you need to enter the password. We should be able to log in since we don't have limitation on the IP who can log in. Now we can create in a database, create a user, grant permission, then flash privileges, then quit. That's the basic command for you to set up your Guacamole database. Now we're gonna install Guacamole database authentication extension. You need to have an extension to get Guacamole support DB authentication method. You're gonna find those commands from my blog post, which I also copied from Guacamole website. Let's go back to our SSH session. We set up a version to 1.6.0, that's our version. And we're gonna download this tar file for the authentication JDBC. And we're gonna extract it. And we're gonna copy the extension jar file to the Guacamole extension folder. When you look at my blog post, you might find out there's something you may want to change it depending on your database, host name, and port. You need to modify those before you can copy paste to use it. So I already changed it in my notepad, so I just need to copy those in. And then the second command, same thing, you need to put the password in. I would suggest using the notepad to copy all your username, password, port number, host name, and then put all your command into there and then modify it based on your situation. One more downloading. We're gonna extract it and then copy this JDBC connector file into the Guacamole lib folder. After this step, authentication extension is ready, connector is ready, so we can go to our next step, configure our Guacamole to use this new DB authentication method. Next step, we're going to configure our Apache Guacamole to use this MySQL database authentication. Basically, you need to change the settings, guacamole.properties, as shown below. Of course, you need to change the host name. You also need to change the port number. You also need that password in. Let's go to our access session. Clear that. We're gonna edit our Guacamole properties. So this is right now settings. We're gonna completely remove them. We are not gonna using user mapping to XML anymore. Even it's still our fallback authentication method. It still works as long as they couldn't find anything in your SQL database. They're gonna go back to your user mapping to use that users you define there. I already have all those settings changed in my notepad. Not the port, I need to change the port to matching what I'm using, 22824 here. Now you can save it. Please make sure those settings are matching what you put into your guacamole.properties. At this moment, our system is still using traditional user mappings. As you can see here, this is user mapping.xml file, which doesn't allow you to do much on the web management interface, but we will change that. So we finished all our settings. Now we're gonna restart the services and then we're gonna test it again. There's a couple of services we're gonna do. First thing, we're gonna restart our GUACD services, GUAC daemon, and then Tomcat. This is our Tomcat 9, the latest .109 net version. We upgraded in our previous video. The last step, we're gonna restart our Cloudflare D. This is our tunnel, allows us to use our subdomain to visit it from anywhere in the world. This is our topology. So we have Cloudflare D, we have Tomcat, we have Guacamole services. So since the system has been, this service has been restarted, or the system logs you out automatically, so we can you will see there's a little bit slow when you log in authentication because they need to connect into the database and they need to search the database, find the username, and then let you log in. Now let's look at settings. Beautiful. We don't have any user, we have only Guaca admin, and you can create a new user. You can grant all permissions and save it. I saved it twice, so that's why it says this already have John there. So now we can log out. Then you can use this user to log in. So you will see the empty because we haven't created any connection on the and assigned to this user. So whatever we had it before is in the user mapping.xml file. Hopefully that is clear for you. That's pretty much everything for this video. I want to show you how we can use a free A1.io MySQL database and how you can use Guacamole to connect to it, to use that free DB to save all your authentication information in there and use it completely free. Hope you like it. If you have any question, let me know. Give me some up if you like it and learned something new today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.